Do you actually know which words your cat understands? Or have they been understanding you this whole time, just choosing when to respond? Think about a normal day. You're getting ready in the morning, calling their name while rushing out the door. Nothing. Later you whisper treat from the kitchen, and somehow they appear instantly. Or you say one cat's name and the other one turns to look. It feels random. It feels like coincidence. But it's not. Your cat isn't just reacting to sounds. They've been building a system quietly, consistently based on the words you use and what those words lead to. Have you ever called your cat and felt like they completely ignored you? Let us know in the comments if you've experienced this, because that moment means more than you think. Spoiler alert, one word you say every day might be shaping your cat's trust in you without you even realizing it. Your cat sees the parts of you others miss. Number 1. The name you think they ignore. Have you ever called your cat's name, watched their ears twitch, maybe a slow blink, and then they just walk away like you never said anything? Most owners assume the same thing in that moment they don't understand. But here's what changed everything. In 2019, researcher Atsuko Saito and her team at Sophia University found that cats can clearly distinguish their own name from other words, even ones that sound almost identical. That means when you say their name, they recognize it instantly. So why don't they always come? Because unlike dogs, cats weren't bred to obey. They were never wired to respond automatically. When your cat hears their name, they pause and make a decision. Is it worth it? What usually happens next? Food affection? Or something they'd rather avoid? They heard you. They understood you. They just chose their next move. And that's where it becomes something deeper than training. Because every time you say their name, you're not just calling them, you're teaching them what that word means. But if your cat already knows their name, the next word you use might be shaping something far more powerful than response. Number 2, the word no, they don't hear the way you think. Picture this. Your cat is on the kitchen counter again, or scratching the couch, or slowly pushing something toward the edge of the table. You see it happening, and without thinking, you say it, no. Maybe a little louder this time, maybe sharper, and for a second, they freeze. So it worked right. Not exactly. Your cat isn't responding to the word itself. They're responding to the tone, the volume, the sudden shift in your energy. That sharp sound carries emotion, tension, frustration, even threat, and over time, your cat begins to associate that feeling with you. They don't learn this action is wrong. They learn this moment feels unsafe. And if that happens too often, something subtle starts to change. They hesitate when you move. They flinch more easily. They come to you less, not because they forgot your bond, but because your voice became unpredictable. The owners who build the strongest trust don't repeat no louder. They use it calmly once, then redirect. And if this is making you rethink how you talk to your cat, hit like and subscribe so more owners can start hearing what their cats have been feeling all along. Number 3, the word treat they never forget. According to the foundational work of Ivan Pavlov, animals can form automatic associations between a sound and an outcome through repeated experience. While his research focused on dogs, the same principle, classical conditioning, applies just as strongly to cats. Now think about your own home. You're in another room, barely even saying it out loud, treat, and within seconds your cat appears. No hesitation, no confusion, just instant response. It feels almost like magic, but it's not. Your cat has been learning this pattern over time. Every time you said that word and followed it with food, their brain built a connection. Sound equals reward. No thinking required, just reaction. And it doesn't stop at the word itself. Some cats begin to respond to the crinkle of the bag, the sound of a cabinet opening, even your footsteps heading toward the kitchen at a certain time. They're not just learning one word, they're building an entire system of signals around it. But if your cat can connect sounds to rewards this precisely, what else have they been quietly learning about the world and about you? Number 4, the names they recognize that you never taught. But if your cat can build entire systems around a single word like treat, there's something even more surprising happening right in front of you every day. Imagine this. You're in the living room and you call one of your cats. Just one name. But instead of only that cat reacting, the other one suddenly looks up. Maybe they glance toward the doorway. Maybe they shift their attention as if they're expecting someone else to appear. It feels random, easy to ignore, but it's not. In a study led by Saho Takagi, researchers discovered that cats living together can actually learn and recognize each other's names, not just the sound, but the identity behind it. When they hear a name, they expect a specific individual, and when that expectation doesn't match what they see, they notice. That means your cat has been quietly mapping your entire household. Who is who? Which name belongs to which face? All without training, all just by watching, listening, and connecting patterns. But recognizing others is only part of the story, because the way your cat responds when you call them might reveal something even more personal. Number 5. The words that bring them closer to you. Long before your cat ever lived in a home, their ancestor Felis libica survived by making constant decisions about when to approach and when to stay away. In the wild, moving towards something wasn't obedience, it was risk assessment. Every step forward had to feel safe enough to take. That instinct is still there. Now think about the moment you say it. Come here. You're across the room. Your cat looks at you, pauses, and then walks over. Most people think it's luck or coincidence, but it's neither. Your cat didn't learn those words from training. They learned them from patterns. Every time you said come here and followed it with warmth, comfort, or safety, their brain made a connection. Not just between sound and action, but between you and how they feel. That's what makes this word different. Treat is about food. No is about avoidance. But come here is about trust. When your cat chooses to walk toward you after hearing those words, they're not obeying. They're remembering every safe moment, every gentle interaction, every reason they've learned that you're worth approaching. And that choice says more about your relationship than anything else you've heard so far. And maybe now you're starting to realize something most owners never do. Your cat was never just reacting to sounds. They've been listening, learning, connecting every word you say to a feeling and outcome. A version of you, their version of you, because to your cat, language isn't about vocabulary. It's about experience. Every time you call their name, say no, offer a treat, or whisper come here, you're shaping what those words mean in their world, not just as sounds, but as signals of safety, stress, comfort, or trust. And over time, those small moments build something much bigger. They decide whether your voice feels safe to follow or something to hesitate around. You're not just the person who speaks to them. You're the meaning behind the words. You're their routine, their safety, their reference point in a world they don't fully control. You're not just their owner, you're their home. And if you think you know your cat, wait until you see what these small behaviors actually mean. Go watch this next video and study them in a whole new way, because your cat has been understanding you far more than you ever realized.